Hi, boys and girls. Today we're going to do a lesson on longer than but shorter than. Are you ready to get started? So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to have our Unifix cubes here, and we're going to make two different trains. The first train, we're going to use 5 cubes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I have this train of 5 cubes. And now I'm going to make a train of 9 cubes. Will you count with me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I want to make sure I'm being really precise, so I'm going to count these again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I know that one's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so I have 2 trains here. One is 5 and one is 9. So which one is the shorter one? Which one is shorter? That's right, my 5. Which one is longer? My 9. I can easily tell this if I get them end to end, right? If I have 2 objects and they're at the same starting point. So this one is shorter and this one is longer. Now, we're going to try to find some objects that are longer than the 5-length cube train, but shorter than the 9-length train. Can you help me do that? So I have a bucket of items that I have just found. So we're going to try to determine which ones are longer than but shorter than. So the first item is just a fork that I found. It's just a plastic fork. Now, how can I determine whether it's longer than the 5-length train, 5-cube train, but shorter than the 9? Do you think I could measure it at the same end point here, end to end, if they're starting at the same? So it is longer than this train, but shorter than this one. So yes, the fork works. So let's write our plastic fork. That one definitely works. I think we have proven that. Do you think we could find another one? Well, I have these Post-it notes. Do you think that the Post-it notes are longer than this train but shorter than this one? Let's see. I'm lining them up end to end. What do you think? What are you noticing? I'm noticing that it's shorter than the long train here, but it's also shorter than this 5 train. So this one is the shortest, so that one does not work, does it? What about the Expo marker? So if I line it up, the same start point, is it longer than the 5 train? Yes, it is. Is it shorter than this 9-link train? Yes, it is. So our expo marker works. Let's add that to our list. Expo marker. The expo marker is longer than the 5 train, but shorter than the 9 train. Let's see if we can find another one. I have a pair of scissors from my desk. Do you think this will work? I'm lining them up, the same endpoint. It's definitely longer than the 5 train. Is it shorter than the 9 train? Oh, look how it is longer. So the scissors do not work. What do we have here? This is one of our base 10 blocks. Let's see if this length works. Is it longer than the 5 train, 5 cube train? It is. Not by much, is it? It's just a little bit longer. But it is longer. Is it shorter than the 9 train, 9 cube train? It is. So let's add this. This is a base 10 rod. Let's add this to our list. I have this spool of thread. Will this work? What are you noticing? I'm noticing that it is shorter than the 5 cube train. So this is not longer, but shorter than. It's shorter than both of them. I have a pin here. Let's see. Is it longer than our 5 cube train? It is longer. I know this because I have both endpoints starting in the same place. Is it shorter than the cube train? It is shorter. So let's add our pin to the list. I found a straw. Let's see if the straw works. Is the straw longer than the 5 cube train? It is. You notice how I'm being really precise here in lining up the very end of this straw with the end of the 5 cube train. That way I can compare the length. It's longer, isn't it? Is it shorter than the 9 cube train? I'm lining it up again at the end points here. And I'm noticing that this cube here, this 9-cube train is longer. So we can add this to our list. We had fun today, boys and girls, exploring longer than but shorter than. And we determined that the plastic fork, the expo marker, the base 10 rod, the pen, and the straw were all longer than the 5-cube train, but shorter than the 9-cube train. You can do this around your house, boys and girls, where you could find things that are longer than one object, but shorter than another one. Great job today.